welcome back to the channel, Daughter of Increase. My name is Nancy for those of you who are new to the channel or who just happen to stumble across this video. And I am the founder and CEO of Daughter of Increase Ministries, that is DOI Ministries. And here on this channel, I help you guys to increase in your faith and relationship with God in Christ through Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. And I do that by posting twice a week on every Wednesday and Saturday. And as the title says above, this is a reading vlog, and I'm super excited. And so the plan for my channel is on Wednesdays to do something relating to the Word of God. So a Bible study, a scripture study, anything related like that. And then on Saturdays, I want it to be planning videos, book videos, discussions, and things of that matter. And so this is actually for a book that I totally forgot was coming out this month. Thought it was coming out in July. It actually came out yesterday. So the day that I'm recording this is actually on Wednesday, June 15th. This book actually released on Tuesday, June 14th, which I don't know why she forgot, but luckily I have an arc of it to read, and I will eventually get an actual finished copy of the book. But the book I am referring to is this one here, Gorgeous Freefall by Ms. Nancy Mehl, which is the third book in the Quantico Files trilogy. And I've talked about Ms. Nancy Mehl before on my channel because I read her Kaylee Quinn Profiler trilogy, which this is the series here. So the first book was Mind Games, which I loved, gave it a 4.5-star rating. And then we had Firestorm, which is book 2, gave this a 4-star rating. And then Dead End, which is book 3, the final book in the trilogy, which I gave 5 stars. I actually read the entire trilogy with my sis Stephanie, and we ate this book series up. This is such a phenomenal mystery suspense kind of book trilogy, I guess you will. I guess I could say, if you've ever seen Criminal Minds, this is it in book form. Criminal Minds in book form. I'm a huge fan of like Criminal Minds, NCIS, Law and Order, SVU, all that. Like, I love those type of shows, Blue Bloods and stuff. And so I was excited to find out that this was actually going to follow the behavioral analysis unit, specifically Kaylee Quinn. And Kaylee Quinn is such a special, gifted woman. I adore her. Her methods are a little out there. They're definitely a little out there. But yeah, it follows her and her romance with Noah Hunter. Noah Hunter is, what was he again? He was also a special agent, yeah, of the, I think, the FBI. I don't know if he was specifically a behavioral analysis, but he was a part of the FBI. And their romance throughout this entire trilogy was so perfectly well done. I adored, and yeah. And so from this trilogy, she then came out with the Quantico Files, which book 1 was Nightfall. I don't remember what I gave Nightfall. Let me look at my rating. I think I gave 4 stars. Yeah, Nightfall got 4 stars. The reason being is because I wasn't a fan of Alex Donovan. I enjoyed her character, but I'm gonna actually read what I wrote because I can't really sum up how I feel about book 1. And so I put, this was a fun follow-up to the Kaylee Quinn Profiler trilogy, which I just showed you guys, right? I enjoy the fast-paced action and writing of the story. This, I will say, is definitely a bit darker in tone. But I was intrigued. I wasn't 100% sold on Alex as a character. I had no true connection to her, but I did love Logan and Monty. And Logan, if I'm not mistaken, is the romance interest for Alex, excuse me. And so, yeah, this first book I gave it 4 stars too. I wasn't completely sold on it because I had no connection with Alex, and I just felt like she was, I don't know how to explain how I feel about Alex. It's just one of those things, right? One of those vibes. And so then we had the sequel, which was Deadfall, which I gave this 5 stars only because my homegirl Kaylee was in this, and Alex and Kaylee ended up having to work together and live together and things like that. And I will say Alex definitely looks up to Kaylee, and I love the relationship dynamic. I also loved getting to see Kaylee and Noah again. Like, who wouldn't love that? Again, definitely a little bit darker. And so now we go on to Nightfall, and excuse me, not Nightfall, Freefall. And again, I don't have a physical copy of it, so I am going to read what it says on Amazon, the synopsis that it says on Amazon. But can we talk about this cover? The Ferris wheel, the orange. I love that it has primary colors. It goes from the red to the yellow, now to the orange. I'm loving it. But I'm going to read what it says. It says, "The closer she comes to the truth, the deadlier her chase gets. FBI behavioral analysis Alex Donovan and her colleague Logan Hart have been called upon to write a profile for a missing woman, but a little digging quickly turns up more disappearances in Virginia with the same physical description. Alex is in a race against the clock to rescue the missing victims, so when the unsub makes demands of her in exchange for information, Alex takes the bait. But when her life is put in jeopardy, Logan must do whatever it takes to track them down before time runs out. Alex works to think one step ahead of the suspect, but the more Logan and the BAU learn about the serial kidnapper, the more they fear Alex may not come out alive, or rather make it out alive. And so yes, I'm super excited about it, and I do, like I said, have an arc of it, so I will be reading it on my Kindle. Plan, make this a one-day reading blog. It's currently 10:49 in the morning. I have done everything that needed to get done. I do have my Bible study video for the Lord's Prayer verses 12 and 13 going up. So if you haven't seen that, just click the eye to go to that video. But yeah, I am ready. We have Free Fall. This, like I said, is not a finished copy. This is the art. Got it through NetGalley, and totally forgot that it was a thing. I do want to continue reading more of Nancy Mehl's writings. I do plan to go back to a bunch of her other series to read. But her last couple of books have been nothing but great for me. Oh, let me get a sip of my coffee. Actually, it's not a coffee. Oh no, this is actually Bustelo coffee with Cold Stone creamer. I thought I spilled it. But I do want to go back and read more of her books, and so I'm excited. So it starts off, when you have a child, you discover a part of your heart you never knew existed. Then you have grandchildren and realize there's more room there than you ever imagined. And so I dedicate this book to my incredible grandsons, Aiden and Bennett. I love you to the moon and back. You're so special. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see the incredible plans God has for your lives. Thank you for letting me be your Nana. And so, yeah. Then it says, Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer. Do. I'm half crazy. Okay. Don't know what that is. But there is a prologue, and so I am going to listen to the prologue. And again, what I love about having this is that I can actually just hit that play button and it'll play. Prologue. The screams of people leveled into rides designed to either terrify or thrill the rain out. And so I already have it on 4x speed, and so we're just gonna roll with it. And yeah, my candle definitely is gonna die, so I'm gonna read until it dies, and then come back. The plan again is to make this a one-day reading blog. If it's not, it'll be 2 days. But this video will definitely be done before like Friday. And so we're gonna dive in. I don't know how many chapters there are actually. Yeah, it doesn't tell me how many chapters there are, so this is gonna be interesting to get through. And so I'm just gonna read until it basically gives me a warning that it's gonna die. So let's see if I can read the first 3 chapters on camera, and then give you guys my thoughts, and then I'll go off camera and do some more reading. And so let's go. Alright guys, so I read up to chapter 3. So I read the prologue to chapter 3, so it's about 4 chapters. 9%, and I have about 3 hours and 28 minutes left of the book. So yeah, I'm probably gonna listen some more. I'm enjoying it. I love the writing. It's really easy to connect to. I can already tell this is gonna go down a darker path, because the prologue was fine until the end of the prologue, and I was like, it's about to go down. So pretty much with the prologue, this kid grew up with the carnival, I guess, or the circus or whatever it is. I think it's the carnival. He grew up with the carnival with his father, because his father was a cranny or whatever they call them people. And you know, he never really knew his mom. His mom left the dad, went with another dude or whatever. And so, you know, he grew up there, and I guess he has a scar on his face. I'm not really sure why, but he was always attracted to this one young girl who had dark black hair. He was attracted to her, and he finally decided to talk to her, and it was a friendly talk or whatever. And he said, "Why not? Let's keep a ticket so you can get on the ride again." She said, "Cool, thanks." Then he said, "Why don't we go out to eat?" She said, "Cool, meet me here." When he finally gets there, she asked him if he wanted to kiss her, and then her friends came up behind him, poured soda on his head, and they all laughed and was like, "Do you think you're the type that I would be into?" And then from that moment on, he grew bitter. And so fast forward 15 years. So at that point, the kid was about 17 years old. So fast forward 15 years later, now we're getting this serial. We don't find out that he's a serial kidnapper as of yet, but it comes to come about that there is a missing woman who pretty much, I'm sure, has that same kind of look with the long dark hair. And it's basically, chapter 1 starts off with Alex being pretty much kidnapped. And then chapters 2 and 3 are pretty much flashbacks. And so I'm really enjoying it thus far. Alex and Logan definitely are a little bit more intriguing, but I'm only like 3 chapters into the story so far. And so 9% of the way through listening to it as it reads. It's the text-to-speech reading. And so, yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I am going to charge because now it is read. And so I'm going to take a moment, charge it, do some more, a little bit more work, I guess you will say. And then I'll come back with my thoughts. I really don't know. I'll read up to 33%, I guess. And then come back with my thoughts because I really can't tell you guys exactly the chapter because sorry, just got hit with that tiredness. But I can't tell you guys a chapter because I don't have chapter selections on here. So I'm going to charge this up while I do a little bit more work and come back to you guys when I'm done with the first 33% of the book. So guys, it's been a minute. The last time I recorded was, I think, June 15th. It is August 10th. So almost 2 months, right? No words to explain myself, except that I've been busy, pretty much. And so I decided to pick the camera back up and get back into reading this book so that I can move on, because I really want to read other books. But this is kind of like weighing on me because I started it and I'm only like 9% through. I am still at chapter 4, you guys. I have not read chapter 4. And so I'm going to now read chapter 4, and I'm going to read to the 33% mark, or try to get somewhere between 30 to 35%, depending on what chapter that ends on. I don't know the chapter that ends on because, again, I am reading from an ARC. I could just technically download the actual ebook, but I don't want to. And so I'm going to listen to it on my Kindle as I get some work done. If you guys don't know, I did start a new business, which is Nathanese Designs, and I'll do a whole video because a lot of people ask me how I start businesses and stuff like that, and they're pretty much just using the talents that I have, and started a design business pretty much, where I first have my first social media client where I create content for my clients every day. So I'm creating this from scratch using photos that she may has or things like that. So I have that client, and then I do create websites for people. I have so far created 4 websites, 2 which are mine, so I really don't count those, but I did create my makeup artistry website years ago, and then I made the Daughter of Increase website for myself, and then I have the website that I did for my brother, which he actually pays me for, and then I did a website for my sis, and so I have done 4 websites, actually 5, because I made my actual body butter business website as well, so I made 5 websites, but 2 for actual clients that have paid me so far. So yeah, I possibly will be doing a magazine for someone. We're looking into that right now. That's a possibility. I do flyers for people and things like that. I don't really share what I do because I'm really pretty much behind the scenes. I'm very much introverted, but I have taken a step out and a plunge into doing that, and so I've been really busy with that. I really haven't been able to read anything, honestly, like nothing. It's sad. And so yeah, I want to dive right back into this. So I'm going to get to about anywhere between 30 to 35% of the book. I'll let you guys know what chapter and let you guys know my thoughts, and hopefully I can finish this reading block up come Friday, so that is going to go up on Saturday. But yeah, I'm excited to be getting right back into doing reading vlogs, and so I'll come back to you guys as I read, and when I get maybe to like the 30%, I'll come on and you'll see me montage reading this or listening. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get some reading done. Currently it is 4:16. Am I gonna finish this within the next 2 hours? We don't know, because like I said, I'm multitasking, and I also need to clean up my room. My son has been gone pretty much all summer. The last day of school, he left. Like, he left to his dad's house, okay? I seen my baby twice. He came yesterday, and he also came today to see me. But he comes back home officially, like home on the 14th. And so I gotta get my life together. Gotta get the life together. Gotta get the room together. I've been enjoying my summer. But yeah, we're gonna get reading, and so I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I finished reading up to 35%. Now I'm at the 35% mark, if you guys can see. Chapter 19, and honestly, I'm not fully interested in it, sadly. I do like the character of Logan. I really like Logan, and his story so far is quite interesting, especially with the development that has happened with him. And something that I'm not going to really disclose, but that has been interesting to see, especially his prayer life. I love the prayers that he made. The situation with Alex, the storyline at first confused me because it was like present time and then it went back in time, but I'm unconfused now. I still don't like Alex as a character. Just her as a character, as a person, I don't really connect with. I do like how her faith has grown and seeing her get closer to God. That I'm liking, but her just in general as a character, I'm not a fan of. The writing is pretty cool. However, the whole thing with this unsub kidnapping women that look alike because of what happened to him as a kid, I'm not really digging. So we'll see. I'm at chapter 19, so tomorrow I'm gonna read up until maybe 60%. And we'll see. But right now, this might be a 3-star, 3.5 is where I'm leaning towards right now. But those are my initial thoughts. And yeah, that is it for this. So let's move on to technically day 3, but we're gonna say day 2. So let's go. Hey guys, we are here for day 2, but day 3. And I think funny enough, I'm wearing the same sweater that I wore in the very first beginning of the video back in June. But yeah, I went with an all mint green kind of color today, so I got this like light mint green sweater with some matching pants. But I just got back in the house, went to the mall because my sister's wedding is coming up, and so I had to go buy some silver shoes. And so I snagged these up real quick. They're silver with the rhinestones on the heel and the ankle. I do have to poke 2 more holes into the shoes to make sure that they're tight enough around my ankle. But they work. They are gorgeous. They bring, you know, that sass that I want. So we have the shoes. I'm just gonna put these back. Her wedding is actually next weekend, so yeah, next weekend she will be married. Yes, so I am just going to stick the shoes back inside of the box. I'm not happy about how much these shoes cost, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. The other shoe, but yeah, we're gonna get into that. So I'm going to start reading in a few. I wanted to finish the book tonight, but I do have to get up really early to go to the laundromat at like 6, so I'm not gonna do that. But I'm just gonna read as much as I want, pretty much as much as I can stomach of the book, honestly, because I'm not really loving it. Like, I was okay with the first book. The second book, 5 stars all the way. This book, I'm just, we'll see. Am I putting this in right? I don't know, don't care, but shoes are in the box. But we have dinner. We went to Master Walk in the mall. I got me some mango slushy from Kung Fu Tea, and so yeah, I'm actually going to eat and watch anime right now and then read. And so when I get to, I guess, the 58%, 57% mark, I'll come back on camera and read to the 60% mark and let you guys know my thoughts. But yeah, day 2, day 3. So I'm gonna go eat and I'll come back to you guys. Alright guys, so I read up to chapter 33. I'm 61% of the way through. I'll finish up tomorrow. I was going to try to finish it tonight. It's only 9:38. I could finish it tonight, but it's an hour and 32 minutes left in the book. I could finish it tonight. I could. I really could. Because it actually just started getting a little spicy for me. I'm enjoying it right now. I didn't think that I would, because the first third kind of like, ugh. The second third was a little slow. But it did pick up with the drama and everything going on. I do not know who this unsub is. Normally, you can kind of pinpoint or like guess. I can't guess who this unsub is at all. However, I'm enjoying it, and I'm excited to see who the unsub is. I hope it's no one that's a part of the FBI. Honestly, I'm just hoping it's not. We do know where Alex is. Okay, so I don't think I mentioned it, but Alex pretty much gets kidnapped. I don't remember if I mentioned it in the first part or not of this video, but she gets kidnapped by the unsub or whatever. And so it's kind of flashbacking from when she was trying to figure things out with her team to when she's now kidnapped. One thing I do wish is that there was at least some type of like title to know, like, this is a flashback, this is present time, because I'm getting slightly confused with the back and forth. It is not as seamless as I would like it to be, but I am enjoying it. Alex, still don't care for her as a character. I just don't vibe with her. Logan, I'm loving him. I've loved him from the first book, so me loving him is not changed. However, this book is a lot more hard-hitting. We're dealing with a lot of things. We're dealing with health issues. We're dealing with kidnappings, right? I will say Alex needs to boss up just a little bit. Like, the second book you got kidnapped, the third book you got kidnapped too, sorty. Like, at least with the second book I was hopeful because she was teamed up with Kaylee, and I love me some Kaylee. I'm a little concerned for her. I'm a little concerned for her. But I also like that we get to see the other females that are kidnapped in this story. So we do get to hear from them, which I think is very, very different from previous stories from Nancy that I've read, where you don't really get to hear from those who were kidnapped, because clearly they're already dead. But with this book, you're getting to see the other women that were kidnapped, and I really want to figure out who this Unsub is, and like what his obsession is, and if he finds who he's looking for, because like he's deranged. And this other dude, Brent, I think that's his name. I'm not understanding. I am loving the faith aspects. It's prayer all through this book. Like Logan is praying, you got Alex over here praying, and then you got the boss praying. Like, and these ain't no little like skimpy prayers. These are like heartfelt, vulnerable. The prayers alone, 5 stars. Like 5 stars for me. The action, 4 stars. The character is about a 3, so this might be a 4-star read for me. Can't get a 5. Can't unless something happens crazy at the end. This ain't looking like a 5-star, like at all. But I'm enjoying it, and so I'm excited that I decided to keep, because I at one point I was going to DNF this book. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't like DNFing books. I think I DNFed one book my entire life. But I'm gonna push through. I'm glad that I did. I'm enjoying it, and I'm excited to see what takes place next for Miss Alex and for Logan. I don't want to give too much away. I'm trying to make these as spoiler free as possible. But yeah, I think that's it. So that is it for day 2/3, and so tomorrow will be day 3/4, and we'll be ending the vlog. Because right after that, I actually have to start recording another reading vlog, because I actually just got a book in for a review from an author that I read from before, and I actually love her writing, and so I'm super excited for that. And so I'll talk about that when I get ready to record the next vlog. But yeah, I'm enjoying it this far. I'm enjoying it. At first I wasn't caring for it, but I'm slowly getting into it. But I still do not care for Alex's character. She's just no, I don't vibe with her. She's a little strange for me. But yeah, I think that's it for now. So I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Afternoon, guys. I'm sorry if my throat or my voice, excuse me, sounds weird. I don't know what happened, but about 11 o'clock, because I woke up at 7, then I woke up at 9. And then when I got back up at like 11ish, this side of my throat was like really hurting, extremely painful. And when I went to look in my throat, it's kind of like a burn mark in my throat, and it hurts to swallow. And so I've been swallowing enough now. It's not as bad, but it still hurts. So I'm just going to attempt to eat. This is some penne a la vaca. And then I have a smoothie here that's a mango smoothie, and then my water. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up this book. I'm at the 61% mark, and so it says about an hour and 32 minutes left in the book. Right there at the bottom, it says an hour and 32 minutes left. Come on now. But I'm on chapter 33. I am listening to it at 4 times speed, if you guys don't know. I'll show you guys again. There is this play button here that if I hit play... Oh, maybe because my hand is on the screen. Alright, if I hit play...
33. Alex was seized with a fit. The coffee can set up.
So, I have it reading to me because I'm not really caring to read it. Honestly, it's one of those books where I don't want to read it. I'm just going to listen to it. It might be a 4-star, so we'll see. So, when I get to 95% or so, I'm going to come back on camera and read the last 5% on camera. Let you guys see my final reactions and then give you guys my final thoughts. I am so sorry that this vlog started in June but is not completed until now, August. It is August, not the 12th. Yes, it's Friday, August 12th. So technically it's like 4 days of a reading vlog, but it's okay. It's all right. And so, yeah, I'm just going to lounge here for a bit. I do have to go out tonight, but I also wanted to start another reading vlog too, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll see. And the other reading vlog that's going to follow after this is actually a Christian thriller. I actually need to look the information up on it because I have not done that at all. But yeah, I'm just going to sit here, browse on my phone, listen to the book, and try to eat as much as my body will Except right now with this happening, it's not like it's not sore. Like, my lymph nodes are not sore. It's literally like almost like a red laceration on the back of my throat on this side, which came out of nowhere because, again, when I woke up at 7 and when I woke up at 9, I was fine. So, I don't know. And like I said, it's not as painful because I'm forcing myself to swallow as frequently as I can to kind of numb it, but it hurts. Even to drink water hurts, and it's bothering me with my throat. On top of me also being congested, we hate life. No, I don't. I'll take that back. I just dislike what's going on with my life right now. I love my life. I don't hate it, but this is like a real authentic. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Okay, I can't. You never know what your yes means. You never know what it's gonna entail down the line. Like, people think saying yes to God is simple. It is not. It is not. It is not, because you're now saying yes to whatever He desires, and you're also saying yes to spiritual warfare. So we love life. So I'm gonna go, and I'll come back to you guys when I get ready to read the last 5%. All right, guys. So it is currently, what time is it? It's 3:46 p.m. of Friday, August 12th. School. And I just finished reading the third and final book in the Quantico Files, which is Free Fall. As you guys see, acknowledgements. I'm done, and oh my, definitely gonna give it a 4 stars. Definitely going with a 4-star rating. It's not a 5-star for me by any means, but no, it's just not 5 stars. It does not top the Kaylee Quinn Profiler trilogy for me, or book 2. I just wasn't connected to Alex as a character. It just is what it is. You're not gonna love every protagonist or character that you come across in a book, and she just wasn't a character that I could connect with. I did, however, really love the fact that this book was really heavy on prayer. Like, everybody was praying. Like, the prayer life was real, and I love that. Like, the faith aspects weren't so heavy in the first 2 books, but in this book, it skyrocketed. Like, faith aspects on fleek. Okay, on fleek. I loved it. I really enjoyed that aspect. Like, if I could just rate it a 5-star alone on the prayers. Like, the fact that they were prayers written in the book, and then you could see that these people were learning, like, people wanted to learn to pray, people were talking about how they finally are beginning to pray. It just, it blew my mind, honestly. Like, I loved it. And any book that has prayer, like people are praying outside, got my heart all the way, got my heart all the way. But yeah, I'm going with the 4 stars. I love Logan. What Logan had to deal with was crazy. I still want to know like what happens. I hope there's another series that she comes out with that includes obviously Alex and Logan, as well as what's his name, Hunter? I can't remember the dude's name from Kaylee Quinn right now. But yeah, because I found out Kaylee and that guy are married in this book. I was just like, oh, swoon, I'm swooning. But I need more. So I really hope that there's another series that she writes with the BAU in a different state, right? Or a different, not a different state, but like a different, yeah, different state, whatever. And that, they get to include Kaylee and Alex from this series and their love interests and those. But yeah, as far as characters, I'm gonna do this call out system. So characters, I'm not, like I said, I enjoyed Logan a lot. I love Monty. I think his name was Jeff. Alex was the only character for me I really didn't care for. I even liked the unsub. Like, the unsub kind of confused me, and I enjoyed him. So that's amazing. Atmosphere, I think the atmosphere was really well done. Um, Writing for me, I wish when it came to the flashbacks that it would have been like a subtitle or something to say 5 years ago or 2 months ago or prior to, because it switches back and forth between when she's kidnapped to before she's kidnapped, and then I think chapter one or whatever chapter that, one of the chapters are like repeated, because at one point I thought I was bugging because I was like, we're all the way in like the 30s, why am I rereading this chapter? But that's how they wrote it. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. The writing itself, seamless. However, the transition from timing of before and after and during kind of confused me, because I had to really continue reading and rereading certain parts to realize, okay, this is a flashback, okay, this is now, okay, this is when this happened. Like, I didn't like that. Plot was interesting. I enjoyed the plot. I think they really did well with this unsub, because this was an unsub that I could not think of, and honestly, when the unsub was revealed, I was even confused, like, who the heck is this person? So yeah, it definitely does tie back to the prologue, of course, but I think they did a great job with the plot as an overall like story. um Intrigue, I was intrigued a little bit, but I wasn't like sold on it. So, logic was pretty great, and my overall enjoyment definitely, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it enough. Like I said, the first half of the story didn't. The first third I did not care for, but the second and the final third of the story, the last 2 thirds of the story, I enjoyed. And so yeah, I'm gonna give this a solid 4 stars. For me, this is a 4 star read, simply because of the prayer life. Prayer life was amazing. The prayers were phenomenal. Nancy wrote some outstanding prayers that I think people should actually take these prayers and write them out for themselves, because they were really about just trusting God and understanding who He is as God, and understanding that He saw you through things before, so He's going to see you through things now, even if it's concerning your health or concerning your life or whatever. Like, no matter what it is, He's going to see you through, and that He has all power and He's sovereign. And so I really, some of them prayers I am actually going to write out myself, because they were so well written, so well done. And I really liked seeing the faith of all of these characters. And I think that's my biggest thing when it comes to Christian fiction. I want to see their faith in action. Don't just talk about the faith, but I want to see it in action. And I saw the faith in action for Logan. Logan apologized so many times, because there were sometimes in certain situations where he forgot to pray, and he was like, Lord, I forgot to pray. I started worrying and started fearing, but here I am praying. Then you had Miss Alex over here, who finally gave her life to Christ, and now she's learning her prayer life and helping other women in the situation to build up their prayer life. You have, I think it was it Monty or Jeff? Either Monty or Jeff, whose wife always wanted him, she always prayed for his salvation, and through Alex and through Logan began to really understand the importance of prayer, right? And understanding God. And I loved the faith in action for me. The faith in action, solid 5. But my overall enjoyment was a 4, so I'm going with a 4 for this book. But yeah, I love Nancy's writing. It is absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait for her next series to come out, her trilogy to come out. I definitely have another book on my shelf from her that she co-wrote that I want to check out. But yeah, this was an amazing, I think it was a good ending. It wasn't like perfect like the last book in the Kaylee Quinn Profilers, just because the Kaylee Quinn Profilers really surrounded around Kaylee and her family, and you got to see her mom at the beginning and her brother in the second book, and then her mom, her brother, and her father, and like how it all kind of coincided. This book, this trilogy, it was all over the place, all over the place. I only like the second book because Kaylee was in it, because we love Kaylee Quinn, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it enough. And so definitely a 4-star rating for me. And would I recommend the series? I would say if you have not read the Kaylee Quinn Profiler series, read this one first. But then at the same time, I would say read the Kaylee Quinn Profiler series, because for me it was better. So it really just depends. If you have already read Nancy Mehl, definitely give it a try. If you haven't, I would say if you had to pick between this series and the other series, go with the other series, because I'm a fan of the other series. But I think the faith aspects in this are what got me. And so, yes, if you're looking for a Christian thriller suspense, romantic suspense with good faith aspects, the first 2 books kind of build up on it, but the third book skyrockets with the prayers. And so, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna go. My throat still hurts just a little bit. You guys saw I was getting myself fixed up. This is actually the first time I've done my eyebrows in a very long time. I do have to wear makeup next week for my sister's wedding, and so I'm trying to get back into the habit of putting on makeup on my face. So I literally just did my eyebrows and lips because we have glasses. I'm not putting no foundation or all that. I do have to go to a service tonight. We're gonna be leaving in a few, so it's dress down anyway. So I'm wearing jeans. Let me just show you guys quickly after I plug this on the charger. It's dress down, but I when they say dress down for a church event, I typically do jeans with a cute top. And so I have on this button down top. It is, let me see, sorry, pay my background on mine, but I have a white tank top underneath because it is very much see-through. Like this shirt is see-through to the max. And I have on my fitted jeans. They have rips only on this leg. Literally on this leg there's like 3 rips here, and then 1 on this knee. I do wear ripped jeans to church, but I make sure that it's obviously appropriate, and you can button it all the way down, right, and wear it down. But I am actually just going to tie this up right here and rock it like this. And I don't know, we'll see. I'm trying to still figure out how I want to do this, because but this is a service my brother is playing for. So my brother is playing music, and then my other brother, well, he's not really my brother, he goes to my church, I call him my bro anyway, so he's on drums, and my actual brother is on keys. And so I'm gonna go to the service with my mom, because it's in a whole different state. So we're gonna go. It starts at 7, so we'll be leaving in a few. My mom actually just got off work. So hopefully I can go to Starbucks or something to get something for my throat, because it's on fire. I got my water to take with me. Still have a little bit of this mango. I ate a little bit of that pasta earlier. I couldn't eat all of it because of my throat. I have my mint in my bag for the nausea. What I've been using for nausea, Tic Tacs. Fresh mint Tic Tacs. Those have been helping with the nausea. They don't keep the nausea down or from happening, but it kind of makes it as subtle as possible. But yeah, that is it for this video. So I'm gonna go edit this video so this video can actually go up on the day that it needs to go up. Okay, because I'm hoping this goes up on Saturday at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna edit this on the way, and be going fingers crossed that it works out, right? Because every time I plan to get a video at a certain time, it just never happens. So I'm definitely gonna have this video up on Saturday about 12 p.m. Fingers crossed. If I can edit it and then upload it on the way, and then when I get home, do all the description information. That's right, because I do have to get up in the morning. I was supposed to go get up this morning to go to the laundromat. Didn't do that. I'm going to go tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning because then I also have rehearsal for my sister's wedding. So yeah, I'm gonna go finally finish this book. I feel like I'm happy because I read a book. Like, you guys don't understand, as a reader, not reading books, it's kind of tragic, which is why you haven't seen like TBR videos in a very long time. I think the last TBR video, I didn't even really read books on that TBR. So it's been tragic having not read books, because I'm a book nerd. I read about anywhere from 15 to 20 books a month. So reading no books, reading one book, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. And so I think I want to start doing like weekly reading challenges. especially to incorporate more of the book talk on this channel. So I'm thinking about like, I have my series Wipeout where I'm completing series with you guys. I have the author Wipeout series that I'm doing where I read all of an author's books and blog that. I think I want to do a challenge called 321 Reading Challenge where I'm reading I'm starting a brand new series, right? Or reading like a standalone. I'm picking up a sequel in a series, and then I'm reading the final book in a series. So 321 is what I'm going to call that challenge. And then I think I want to do, like I said, weekly challenges where I'm picking either a genre or a color and just reading that for the week. Like 2 or 3 books just to read throughout the week, because I do have a lot of books on my shelf that are not biblical fiction, because I read most of my biblical fiction books already. And I really have a lot of like Christian fiction books that I really want to read. So yeah, but I do have a blog coming up. It's going to be on a Christian thriller, a domestic thriller, I think. And yeah, I'll probably start the intro for that actually later. We'll see. Whatever. But I'm gonna go. And thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as you guys can tell, I'm trying to make them as spoiler free as possible. I probably will do like a spoiler section and put like spoilers somewhere on the screen if I do share spoilers in the future. But I'm gonna go, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.